Hello, I'm Dynast Amir.
So I reached out to another friend of mine. I said, look, I need to go on vacation somewhere. Where should I go? He said, go to Africa. And not only am I going to go, I'm going to explore a new country. So I went to Tanzania, South Africa, Namibia, Mali, Senegal, Morocco, Liberia, Namibia, Kenya, the Voodoo Festival in Ouida, Gambia, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire. Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria. It's been a beautiful experience, just learning more about our culture, our indigenous culture. So Uhuru means freedom in Swahili. I'm in search of my roots. In finding that, I would experience my Uhuru, which is freedom.
Till next time, Dynast Amir, I'm out.
Oops, sorry about that. Peace, family. I hope all is well. I hope what's today? Today's Sunday. I hope your Sunday is going well. Everybody, shout out to everybody in the chat room. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I will be waiting for Miss Fatu. She should be joining us shortly. Let me send her an email real quick. Yeah, I sent the link to her, so she should be jumping on here shortly. So again, once again, hit the like button. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe. If you have not bought the documentary In Search of Uhuru, if you have not bought the documentary In Search of Uhuru, please go to searchforuhuru.com. Again, please go to searchforuhuru.com and buy the documentary. Again, please go to searchforuhuru.com. And buy the documentary. I will greatly appreciate it. Again, I will greatly appreciate it. And then tours. We are rolling to Sierra Leone. In next month. Man, it's already March. Yeah, next month we will be rolling to Sierra Leone. Also, we're rolling to Senegal in May for the Jazz Festival. So Sierra Leone next month. In April, then we're rolling to, Sierra Leone next month in April, Senegal in May for the Jazz Festival, and Brother Fitzgerald Stevens will be joining us in Senegal for the Jazz Festival. Brother Fitzgerald Stevens will be joining us in Senegal for the Jazz Festival, and then we are rolling to Nigeria in August for the Oshun Festival. Then we're going to Zanzibar in November. We would love to have you guys come and join us. Go to danfo.africa, danfo.africa to learn more. We have 3 more spots for Senegal. We have like 6 more spots for Sierra Leone. For Nigeria, we have 6 more spots. It is same for Zanzibar. We have 6 more spots. So come and join us. We'd love to have you. Dynast, the documentary is on your website. Yes, if you go to searchforuhuru.com and click on documentary, you'll see the blue link, which will forward you to where you could purchase the documentary. So I appreciate it. So come and join us on one of these great, awesome tours. Waiting for Miss Fatu to come and join us again. Waiting for her to come and join us, what we'll do, we'll take a quick commercial break. And then when she hops on, we'll go ahead and get started.
In honor of Black History Month, my books and ebook will be $2 off. Purchasing is available at www.saycarry.com. And you can also use my website to contact me regarding questions, comments, or to book speaking engagements. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I really love this brand because first off, the products are quality. I have amazing hydration. You guys can see the shine. You guys can see the definition.
Alexis here coming to you with an awesome sale of 25% off when you use promo code UHURU25 at alexisfowler.com. I provide services like digital art, logo designs, packaging designs, web designs, social media flyers, and much more. If you're an entrepreneur with a business or a startup company, make sure you take advantage of this opportunity, getting 25% off when you use promo code UHURU25 at alexisfowler.com.
All right, we're back. Just waiting on the guest, guys. Please, I'm sorry about the delay. Please forgive me. Again, I'm sorry about the delay. Please forgive me. How's everyone's Sunday going? How's everyone's Sunday going? Yeah, if you guys want to run ads, we offer ad space here. So if you want to run an ad, go to searchforuhuru.com and send me an email. You go to searchforuhuru.com and send me an email, and we can run ads. With that being said, we're going to run another commercial. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Dynast Amir.
So I reached out to another friend of mine. I said, look, I need to go on vacation somewhere. Where should I go? He said, go to Africa. And not only am I going to go, I'm going to explore a new country. So I went to Tanzania, South Africa, Namibia, Mali, Senegal, Morocco, Liberia, Namibia, Kenya, the Voodoo Festival in Ouida, Gambia, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire. Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria. It's been a beautiful experience, just learning more about our culture, our indigenous culture. So Uhuru means freedom in Swahili. I'm in search of my roots. In finding that, I would experience my Uhuru, which is freedom.
I'm out.
Guys, you know what? It's my fault. So I told her 4:30 her time. She's in Gambia. So that would be 11:30, 5 hours. hold on. 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. Yeah, I messed up. So, guys, we're gonna let me see if I can get her on now. Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad. I completely just messed up the time. So, hold on one second. There she goes. Fatu, I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's not. It's earlier than 4:30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Fatu. What is it, like 2:30 there?
No, 2 minutes to 4.
2 minutes to 4. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. I told you to come an hour ahead, but thank you for joining. I'm sorry. I know I've been messing up the time. I keep thinking Nigeria times. I've been focused on
Yeah.
Nigeria. Nigeria is 6 hours. Everything that would be above Benin is 5 hours. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No problem.
So Fatu, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. My name is Fatu Fadjan from the Gambia, West Africa. I am a survivor of human trafficking.
Okay.
Yeah. And I am an activist. I become an activist after I was trafficked to Kuwait, to Asia. Yeah.
All right, Fatu, tell us, tell us your story. So, we'll jump right into it. So you're from Gambia, born and raised, I'm guessing.
Yeah, born and raised in the Gambia.
Okay.
Yeah. I would prefer maybe you question and I answer, because I just can't. If I start talking, I cannot. I cannot keep quiet. I will just keep on talking, and
No,
I don't think.
You talk. So okay. So born and raised in the Gambia. How was life growing up in the Gambia? Now, see what it's the Gambia, guys. We don't know is inside of Senegal. It's like a country inside of a country.
Yes.
But I tell people, Gambians are different from Senegalese, very different. Because I'm back and forth to Senegal, and I've been to Gambia.
Yeah.
It's still two different countries, even though they're the same people. Are you Wolof? Or are you Mandingo? Or she froze up on us. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, froze up on us. Okay.
Hope you hear, right?
You're freezing up on us.
I think your network, right?
It's your network. You're freezing up on us.
Is it your network or mine?
It's definitely yours. Is that AfriCell in Gambia, or MTN or Airtel? That's what it is. It's definitely in Gambia.
Right now, I have strong network now.
Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Fatu, turn your camera off. Maybe that would help. Turn your camera off.
Okay.
Maybe you turn your camera off. That would help. Okay.
Yeah. When I turn it off.
Can you hear me?
How about now?
I hear you. Yes, I hear you.
You hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh. Can I talk right now?
Yes, I hear you. Go ahead. I hear you.
They're hearing good, right?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Fatu. I am from the Gambia, West Africa. I was trafficked in 2015. I was trafficked to Asia. I studied pharmacy in the University of Gambia. I studied pharmacy dispensing assistant in 2000 and graduate in 2012 as a pharmacy dispensing assistant. But I can say I graduated in 2013 because I was we've completed our training around 2013. But it's supposed to be 1 year course, and we're supposed to graduate in 2012, but we collected 2013. Okay. After that, I work in hospitals. I work at Banjul, work at Birkama Health Center, and I work at Buyam. I end up working at Buyam. After then, I was trafficked to Kuwait in 2015 by a cousin's friend called Fatu George.
Fatu, how were you trafficked? What happened? How did you end up in Kuwait? What happened?
Okay, that's what I want to explain. It was so difficult for me to get my salary every month, and I was struggling very seriously, and I was in the urban areas. I ended up working in the urban areas at the hospital there called Buyam General Hospital. And it was so difficult for me to get my salary. I have to come to Banjul every month to come and collect it. And before collecting it, it will be tough for me. And I will leave my job there and be coming and going and coming and going from Buyam to Banjul. Only like if I spend like 3 times going and coming, my salary is finished. I was not paid enough, and I was struggling and doing everything that I could, just to serve my people, but it was so difficult. And if you don't go to work by then, it was a dictatorship ruling, If you don't go to work, you end up seeing yourself in the jail. It was so difficult for me. And my parents, like I have 11 siblings, and I am the eldest. They didn't go to school. I want to help them to go to school because I was adopted by my namesake, and I have all that opportunity to go to school when I was young and finish schooling. But my siblings are with my mom, and my dad passed away. We are 11 in number, and the struggle was so hard. And so, after 22 years, I know my mom. After knowing my mom, I see their condition, and I want to help. Through that and that stress, I said, okay. And this cousin's friend said that I can help you to go to Dubai and have a walk. I said, yes. He said, you will earn this and this amount of money. I said, yes, because everyone who is working want to have something to help the family. In Africa, is an extended family example. You want to help everyone. And I accepted, but it was not true. What she told me was not true. And I believe in her because she's a cousin friend, and I don't think that she will do that to me. She was doing it with the husband, trafficking people, but I didn't know, I didn't even know what trafficking is before. And I accepted, she was like doing this link, at the end she said, no, not Dubai, then try Kuwait, because Kuwait money is more, when you change it, it's more than Dubai's money. Then I want you to try Kuwait. When you go to Kuwait, you can earn a lot of money and you can help your people. I said, okay, no problem. But when she changed, I was having bad mind. I keep on asking people telling me, hey, if you go to this Arabic country, these people, they are very wicked. They kill people. They do this. They make you a prostitute. They do this. But, I want to believe them. But in the other hand, she is a cousin friend and she never lied to us, and I don't think that she lied to us, and I don't think that she would do that to me. I went and asked her. She was like, Fatu, if you don't want to go, just stop it. I just want to help you. I'm trying to help you. If you don't want it, she was talking harshly on me. I said, no. For me, what I was only seeing is just to leave this country because I was frustrated. I was like, fed up, confused. I was like, desperate just to leave this country because what was happening during Jammeh's time, and if I don't go to work, it will be a problem, and I don't have to work, it will also be a problem. I said, okay, no problem. Then I just want to leave this country. She said, okay, don't listen to people. If you want to listen to people, I will not help you. I said, please help me. Because I didn't know. She happens to do that and take me to Kuwait. It was a long journey. Honestly, it was a long journey. It was a transit. We passed through Senegal. From Senegal, I think Mali, Ghana, like that. Up to Kuwait. It was like for I think 10 to 12 hours transit. When we reached at Kuwait at the airport, that was the very time you know that you are here to suffer, because they'll seize all our documents, all our papers. everything we were having, they take it from us. And where we pass is not where people passed. We pass through the back door. And I see only haddamas, meaning haddama in Arabic. In Arabic is haddama, meaning maids, slaves. I can say they see it as slaves. Where we passed, because every country I pass in Africa, there are some young girls who were going to in the same country, in Asia, Kuwait, and other Arab countries. When we reach at the airport, that was the very time you know that we are here to suffer. We are not humans. We are not seen as humans. We are put in a very small room, 100 people plus, in a very small room. They were shouting at us. They were confusing us. They were saying all sorts of things. But we don't understand the Arabic before. But through their language and body language and how they speak, you know that they were not talking nice. They were saying stuff like haddama, haywana, animals, zibala, shit, you know, this rubbish. They were calling us that's how they say it in Arab. Haywana, zibala, zegge means rubbish. Haywana means animal. That was the words they were saying. Push, push, push. Acha, 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 aywa, 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 acha. Meaning push, push, push. Haywana, animals push. You know, but later on we then understand. But before we understand, through that, when we are in that small room, okay, we were taken to, like, people were coming, like agents were coming, collecting their people, going, taking them to the office. And that is the place where they sell human beings. They have office where they sell human beings. I mean, they have these Asian countries have offices where they sell human beings. And the black person is more expensive than the Philippine and the white people. We are so expensive and we are paid very less. So most of us, we are not paid. Trust me. Hope you people are hearing me.
Yes, we are. We hear you loud and clear. We hear you loud and clear. So
yes, the black person or the black human or the black slaves, as they said, is more expensive than the white or the Filipino. You know, we are very expensive and we are paid very less. And people, like, you will see the Arab man and wife will come to the office, buy you, give them money to buy you and sign a contract with the office and take you. When you go, you start like when you go, they will not even give you food to eat most of the times. They will just tell you, go and throw the rubbish. That will be the first thing. I buy you, you have to know that I buy you. I bought you from my own money. You are my slave. From that time, you are a slave to these people. That is not even slavery. I don't even know what slavery means. That's not like, even animals cannot do their work, these people. Animals can't do what they want. You know? Even animals, I mean. Hope you're hearing. Sorry, I was having a call and I rejected.
Yes.
You know, through that, you will be working 24 hours with no rest most of the times. I see so many things in these Arab countries. That's why when I was back in Africa, I said I will not keep quiet until the entire globe knows and hear our voices, because millions and millions and thousands are there in the Arab countries, very innocent in their prisons. They have been jailed. They have been accused of some things they didn't do, especially the black person. They are really suffering in this Arab world. That's why I dedicated my life with no job. I put myself into this fight. I know one day, or I will fight for this till I die. But one day, people hear my voice or our voices, because it's like I am here for victims and survivors. Very innocent people are there being jailed. I see them. I was jailed too. I was in the prison. I was jailed, innocent and jailed, because I don't want to do the work that they want me to do. Because when I was in the office, people will come and I see them, they're buying people. They are giving money, they buy, they sign, and they buy you. No one can buy me at that moment because I was still talking. No one can buy me.
Fatu, are you there? Can you hear us? Can you hear me, Fatu? Fatu.
I just got a call, but I rejected it.
Okay, Fatu, I have a question, Fatu. So tell us more about your experience once, because you said sex trafficking. So you were sex trafficked. Can you tell us more about what actually happened once you got to Kuwait?
Yeah, that's what I am. Like, this is a long story. It cannot finish in one program, I can tell you. Okay, when I was there, I see everything. Like, I was not sexually abused, honestly. I was never, because I didn't accept it. But I see many of them who were sexually abused, in different African countries. Because even police officers are corrupt. They will take this young woman and they will rent a full home, full house, or they own it for themselves. They take black people there, the young people, the young girls who run from their boss's house because they are suffering there. They will collect them on the street and take them there, making them to be prostitutes or using them themselves. Arab police officers, the authorities, meaning the people who should protect you. I was in the police one day. I went to the police, imagine. Then I know, because the police himself told me that here in this country, if you have problem with the citizen is always right. We don't care who you are. Straight away, they would tell you. They don't care about human rights. They said it straight away. And the UN knows about this, but they're keeping silent on this because everything is on YouTube there. People have been trafficked and secret cameras were there. The Arab guy will tell you, we don't care about human rights. We own you because we buy you. Here, the citizen is always right. I saw, like, I witnessed a maid who was killed by the boss, and she is very innocent because she want to go back home. She don't have a chance to go back home. She said she's not going to work again because her contract is finished. They said no. They poisoned the other lady. Before she reached to Ethiopia, she died. I witnessed so many things that I can't even explain because it still traumatizes me. It still affects me. Still now. I go through all this pain, and whenever I think about it, I said I have to do more to be speaking up because Africans are still going to this Asia. And these Arab people think that they own us. We are not humans because that is their mentality. Imagine your kids keep on beating, throwing stuff to their mates. And before they go there, they will not tell them what exactly is there. But they will just, when they reach there, they can come back home because they have no rights anymore. Their rights are being abused, and most of the time they don't have a phone. They will seize all their phones. They will not communicate with their bosses. Just recently, you see what happened in Saudi Arabia. Halima, I see Halima on the internet going viral. What the boss was doing to Halima, forcing her, putting her on social media, on TikTok to gain followers. Halima didn't want that. Through watching those videos, Halima's face, that Halima didn't want that. But forcing her to do that. I think you people who are there, trying your best to do something for Africa, I think these people now is the right time to expose all these evils that the Arabs are doing to black people, especially to their mates. This is happening. You will never know. Look at Dubai. When you go to Dubai, you think that you think that here is paradise. But what the migrants are facing there, you didn't know. Most of them have been trafficked there. They spend the night on the streets, on the masjids, the mosque. Most of them. I just recently I helped almost 32 or 34 Gambian young people who returned back from Dubai. I am in a WhatsApp group with them to just maintain that so that we can keep sensitizing. But you can't force people to do something that you don't give them anything from. I get no support. I don't have money. I am not working, but I am trying my best. I can't force them to come on screen because we made us believe that you don't have to come out and talk. When you talk, people will know that you were trafficked, you are a victim or a survivor, then people will shame you. That's the mentality we have in Africa, and it has to be changed. That narrative has to be changed. No one wants to talk. Just few people. The entire country, Gambia, I can say, I am the most well-known in the Gambia who is fighting for human trafficking, and everyone knows me from the president downwards.
Fatu,
but we have thousands of them.
Fatu, so my question, Fatu, you said it was a family member that encouraged you to go, correct?
No, cousin's friend.
A cousin's friend, okay.
Yes.
Have you seen this friend since you've been back to the Gambia?
Yes. Several times I reported the case to NATIP, National Agency Against Trafficking in Persons, the institution that the government put here to work on that, to prosecute these traffickers. But you know what? They themselves, I don't trust them. The executive director, I don't trust her. I am an enemy to this executive director. Just imagine, I am helping, but she didn't see it like that. She see it as I am an enemy to the government and I am an enemy to her. Because I keep on talking about this. She just ignored me. When they invite me in programs on human trafficking, I end up fighting with her. Police will end up, taking me out of that program. I leave. I keep on, whenever I'm invited in their programs, I end up fighting with her because she never answers my questions. No victims. All these victims are afraid of her. But recently, I thank God, just last week, Monday or Tuesday, she was removed there because ever since she was there, since this office was established, this woman never do something. Never do anything on human trafficking. They don't sensitize. They don't even have social media platforms. Imagine as an institution that the government put there to work on this. You don't even care about victims. We are not supported. Nothing has been happening. If you talk about human trafficking, they will tell you Fat Jain, the activist. Me. And I am not supported by them. But anyone that talks about human trafficking thinks of me. That office is not doing anything, but thank God she has been changed. I don't know whether the new one will do something about it. I don't know, but I hope, because I am invited next week on the 13th to have a program with them.
Okay, guys, do me a favor.
New office.
Hit the like button again, please. Hit the like button. It's a shame. We have all these people watching, only 28 likes, y'all. Hitting the like button is your price of admission. So please hit the like button. All right, so
I have a lot to tell.
Let me ask
we can change Africa as young people. Prince, I believe you're doing a great job. I was following your stuff after they sent me the link. We just have to be strong and keep it on going. But we also who are here in Africa want to do something, want to raise the African flag up, want to change the narrative, want to show the world that yes, we can. Yes, we have it. Yes, we can achieve it. We have to be supported. We definitely have to be supported. Just imagine, to buy internet is a struggle for me. To buy internet is a struggle for me. I'm the guy. What's the guy name again? I'm the guy. He sent me money to buy internet to communicate with you. I was eager and passionate to talk to you. My platforms are well followed. I have 100,000 followers on Facebook. Just for 1 year, I created that Facebook. Then I am something else in Africa. I am a resources, but how am I supported? I am not supported financially. Example, I am not encouraged. I am not being advised. My pages are not being paid. I am like this. Social media is just using me, having money from me. I am not gaining anything from them. But people like you can help us through your social media to show our work, to show what we can do, so that we can collaborate. Everyone, like all you people have maybe followers and other stuff, and you're doing something. But maybe I have followers more than you, but I am just here like not being paid. Sometimes to have even money to buy breakfast is a problem. I am not saying this for people to give me money. Saying this for people to know that there are still strong people in Africa, strong young people, but they are hiding. People like me are coming out, but our lives are not even saved. Because today, if your government takes you as an enemy while you are helping them, just giving you an example, I start with the president. I have a meeting with my president. Everyone in this country know who am I. But I am one of the poorest person in this country. I don't want to be rich, but I want to be supported by number one, encouragement. That is the best support and number one support that one could have. But example, this Africa, here we are. They discriminate and harass you, mentally torture you. Imagine, because I am a woman, I don't have to speak up. Imagine people criticizing me on social media, calling me names, telling me that, it's just really crazy. With all this, but I just keep on keeping up. Since I was back in 2017, I didn't turn back. Now, the people who were criticizing me before want to know me, want me to be their friends. But I know where to step my foot because I want Africa to move forward. But it's what I always said is that did Africans want Africa to move? Because if really Africans to move, they will do something. People like me, I am here. I can be used for Africa. I don't care because my heart is for Africa. I don't abuse any race, but I am an African and I am proud to be an African. But sometimes it's so frustrating, so confusing, so desperating that sometimes you think like, are we really humans? Because the world doesn't see us as a human. It's really sad. Imagine Africans, are fighting their fellow Africans, which is really sad. We have to sit down and think. We have everything. We have whatever it takes to develop this Africa without depending on any other country. Africa have whatever it takes, or any other continent, without depending on any other continent, because this is the mentality I have, that Africa have whatever it takes to develop Africa. But is Africans supporting themselves? No. We are here suffering. We are doing so many things. We are dedicating all our lives. We don't even have a job. Our government are afraid of us because they know we are telling them the truth. They know what we know. If we are working with the government, they know that I have a good person here, but they don't want us to talk. That will not work. I always say this, no one will stop me from talking. If I stop from talking, know that the government is doing what they're supposed to do. That's what I always tell them. That's why I am not employed. I was like, they wanted to employ me, I can say. But because I tell the truth, they're afraid of the truth, I can say. They're fighting me. But if I was working there or in the National Assembly, you will have that every day I fight with someone, starting from the first person in the National Assembly, I mean, because I will always tell the truth. I tell them,
Yes.
It's crazy.
So what, guys? This is what we'll do. We'll drop the link in the chat room, and if you guys want to call in and ask questions, you're more than welcome to call in.
I hope they will support my GoFundMe. I was created a GoFundMe.
Do me a favor. Can you put the GoFundMe in the private chat, and then I'll put it in the main chat so people can go support it?
Let me see.
Or do this, Fatu. Email me your GoFundMe link, and then I'll put it in the chat.
The GoFundMe link. Let me see. It's here. I send it in the private message. I hope you see it.
Okay, I see it. Okay, all right. I'm gonna put it in the I'll put it in the main chat. Guys, go support our sister's GoFundMe page, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like that in Kuwait. I was like that loitering around because I didn't want to do the job that they want me to do. I went to the police, and the police said to me, here the citizen is always right. Look what the police end up doing. Calling my boss who was abusing me, because no one wants to buy me in the first place. I was talking, asking questions. No one wants to buy me. Any Arab man that came to buy me, he or she get afraid because the way I talk. They were afraid. I was asking and they didn't know what I was saying. I was telling them, are you selling people or what? I am not for sale. No one will sell me. And I was doing that without knowing what human right even is, without knowing what human trafficking it is. But I was seeing people going. I said, I am not going to go. Fatu, I am not going to go because I am not for sale. With me saying that, no one can buy me. I spent more than 3 days and they refused giving me breakfast. They said, if you don't go, we are not going to give you breakfast. And they started begging me to just keep quiet so that they can buy me, they can help me after. I tell them, hey, I studied pharmacy. I thought when I come here, I'm going to work as a pharmacy dispensing assistant. That's what I was doing in my country. I cannot come here and be a maid or a slave, as you people said. I am not a slave and I am not for sale. Okay, this guy came in front and said, okay, now the Indian guy and said, okay, the Indian guy was working in the office, in that office. And the Indian guy happens to say, okay, now I'm going to help you. You will go and you will come and work, but you have to go and work as a maid force. After 3 months, I'm going to help you. For me, I think that they were telling the truth. While they were lying, it was not true. Because after 3 months you work there means that you are finally going to work for 2 or 3 years. But before that 3 months, you can tell them that you want to go back home and they facilitate your going back home. But when you go back home, they will lose because they already buy you from the person that sell you to them, from your own people, that cousin's friend. After 3 months I spend there means I am legally have to spend my 2 years there or 3 years. I said, hell no, after I know that. They tore my certificate. The certificate I removed and tore it to them. They tore everything. They tore it that I have to stay and work. It was a hell for me during that time. I said, I am not going to work. I worked more than 15 houses, no paid, and I didn't complete even 1 month in any house because their work is very, very hard. You work for 24 hours, no rest. Sometimes they take you to a house where there is like the entire compound, everyone is mad. They're mad. I mean, they're crazy. Not a joke. They're mentally sick. I hope you understand. Hello?
Yes, we do. Go ahead, Aphrodite.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, Aphrodite, with your question. Go ahead, Aphrodite.
Hey, Fatu, my name is Aphrodite. I'm a Gambian. Nangadef?
Jamarek, mangi fine.
All right, Mangla don't deglu why the Angale. No, I said I'm gonna speak in English.
Let me jump in. New Nala.
Oh,
New Nala. Fainala.
Jump yum.
Yeah.
Jamarek.
So the Malabuga lache why nako def si Angale. So Fatu, my question for you, I mean I was listening and in fact I remember like back in the 90s, the former president Yahya Jammeh, right, had brought some people, from Kuwait, these Arab countries, at the time, we didn't even know this used to exist. I was a kid back then. But I'm shocked that people are still doing this. So basically, how do they, like, is there like agencies where, people, Gambian people themselves?
Yes, I will come to that. Yes. Imagine there are agencies. Imagine the authorities. Some I don't know. It's not legal. Some of the authorities are also being part of it. Red-handed, I caught an immigration officer. I caught a police officer, helping the traffickers to traffic people to Lebanon.
Okay.
I even recorded that lady.
Okay, hold on. Other question, right? Like there, because for me, for example, like I said, I lived in the Gambia like way back. It was a long time ago. So back then, this would be strange. So like are people's parents, like where are their parents when this is happening? Are parents allowing their own children to live with strangers these days?
Yeah, very good question. Most of them are with their parents, but they will tell you that don't tell anyone because I want to help you. Some of them will not even pay money. They will take them for free.
No, but what I mean, their parents, the parents.
Yes, so that's what I am trying to tell you.
They're selling their children.
That's what I am saying. I said most of the time their parents will not know because the one who will traffic you will tell you, don't tell anyone. That's what they will tell you. Even don't tell your parents, because when your parents are happy, they will tell their friends and they will discourage you. Don't tell anyone till you are going. Yes, that's what they used to do.
So this sounds like, do you think there's some marabouing involved in this where they put, this dark spirit on the people, to lure them in?
No. They just want you to believe that. Do not tell anyone, because if you tell anyone, they will go to Marabu and they will try to stop you, or they will come and discourage you. Don't tell anyone because I just want to help you. That's what they will tell you most of the time.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when I used to live in Gambia, right? if someone were to, like, if I don't know of anybody that left where your parent, nobody knows, and they did not look for you. So like
just recently.
so what I
Just
mean
recently,
is,
it happens a lot.
So how are they still convincing people? Have you guys ever seen any woman go to these Arab countries and come back successfully and doing good? Do you guys have numbers to show, because
I don't know any. To be honest, to be honest with you, I don't know any. To be honest with you, all those that go and come back, they come with suffering or sickness. You know, working for 24 hours with no rest. Most of them died. They will deliberately kill them and bring their dead bodies. It happens, and I was helping that lady from Lebanon to get for the family to get her money back. But still now they can't get the money from those Arab people in Lebanon. Trust me.
Another question. So, in your opinion, I mean, like, okay, because you said something, right? I know most people, this question, they probably will not like it, but you said something which it was really profound. You said sometimes you wonder if Africans are fully human because the rest of the world do not see Africans as human. Do you know, like, because the cycle, the way it's happening, right? It is still like the people are still going. Is it possible truly most of the people don't have the capacity to think like actual human beings and they are being taken advantage of? Because
there is no enough awareness raising. They didn't know. They go without knowing. They didn't know.
But how? But they are going with strangers. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to understand. As somebody who's lived there before, like what I'm hearing and the way it's, people were thinking is like completely different. This would have been totally strange when I lived there. So, like, is it like new type of human beings in Gambia again? I don't know. Are you like, are people listening? Like
people are listening, but you have to know, Gambia, in Gambia, what I see in Gambia is like when you tell people something, they want to experience it until and unless you show them evidence. For me, when I am contacted by any family, I go with my evidence and show you how I was there, show you some evidence of people who are there, contact me, that they want to come back home. I always show evidence of that. And I end up having successful meeting or whatever conversation with that particular someone who wanted to go. But when you don't show them evidence, Gambia here, Manluma Gom, when you don't show them evidence or you just talk to them, wallahi, they will go. You know that people are still going in the back way. Today, some people are going. Today, some people are going. They are trafficking some people. And they are going, honestly. But because we don't have enough awareness raising, people didn't aware. Some people don't watch TV. Some people are not on social media. Some people don't even have radios. In most of these urban areas, we have to reach out. It's our job for us to reach out to them. But if we are not also supported, we cannot do it. This is what I am trying to tell people. People should be aware, and we should help people to be aware. If we definitely know human rights, we know what we are doing. We said we are helping. We have to reach to the people. We owe them that. We are already people that people know.
You on Facebook?
Yes, I am on Facebook. Fatu the activist. That's my page.
Dinala binda for denga.
Inshallah.
Well, Fatu, my other question is the Arabs you went to, right? I mean, Gambia majority people are Muslims, right? And didn't you didn't you tell them that you're Muslim too? And didn't they treat you like a Muslim?
You know what? That's why I can say I can fight with them with for them not to do anything crazy. I was suffering there, but I was also very stubborn there because I fight for people's right there.
No,
I
but
fight
what
for
I
people's
mean,
right. I do tell them that you said you are a Muslim, and this is not the teaching of Islam. Islam doesn't call for this evilness. I tell them, even inside the jail, the prison, I tell them that Islam doesn't call for this. Islam means peace, and you people, the way you act, it doesn't signify anything. It doesn't show that you are Muslims or you believe in God. Because if you believe in God, you don't treat humans like this. There is nowhere in the Holy Quran that said treat people or treat black people like animals. We are not animals, we are humans. And even animals should not be treated like the way I see the Arab people treating people.
but Fabian, is there a possibility from the way the interaction with these Arabs, did it ever make you now come across that, being African comes first is more important than being Muslim?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Like the Arabs, the way they treated, the way you see them treating Africans, even being Muslim, did help you understand that?
Wait.
Like,
when you are the Arabs, when you are not an Arab, you are not human to them.
yes.
You
So
know
that
who
means
the Arabs, I just want to tell you something. I just want to tell you something to understand. Because of the English I speak, the Arabs think that I was like when I go outside or going to buy something or meet with anyone, when I speak up, they think that I am from America because my English are very clear, right? But when you speak broken English, they don't respect you at all. The Arabs, the only people that they respect is the people that speak English, good English, meaning Americans, maybe Europeans, whatever. But when you speak maybe you are not an Arab and you are normal human like African or maybe Philippine, you are not respected. But Africans are the like Arabs doesn't totally not respect Africans. Even the Filipinos, at least they give them just small respect, but they didn't respect them. Arabs don't respect any human other than Arab. They are afraid of Americans, but they don't respect any human beings other than Arab, which is really sad. This is what the entire globe needs to fight. Not because we are Africans or we are they call us slaves or we are their mates, but because we are humans, but they think that they are the only humans in the entire globe. It's not the teaching of Islam. That is not Christianity, because there are Arabs who are Christians. But Arab in general are not good, and they should change, and the world should stand up and fight for this. It's not a joke, because if the war retaliated, it will be very hard for them. They should stop their evilness. People are really suffering in that Arab countries, especially in Kuwait, in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, in Lebanon. Even in this Egypt. Egypt is an African country, but they don't term themselves as Africans because they are Arabs. Just look at what is happening in Turkey recently. You all hear that, right? I think you hear that, right? Just look at what is happening in Turkey. How are they treating black people right now, recently? Do you think that God is sleeping? God is not sleeping. If you see some earthquake happening in these Arab countries, it's because of their wickedness. God is never sleeping. People have a good heart for them, but they don't have good heart for people, especially us Africans. These earthquakes are not just like that. It's because of their wickedness. That's why God is putting all this stuff on them, just for them to change. Arabs will never be good, but they have to change because we are humans too, like them. They are not better than us. We are not better than them. I believe in that. That's what I used to tell them when I was in the jail. Why are you treating us like this? Whatever happens in the jail, they said Africans. Whatever, like when they just destroy anything in the jail, they said African. When our kettle is spoiled, they said African. When the toilet have shit there, no one wash it, they said Africans. I tell them, you people are damn lying. Africans are very clean. Since I was jailed in that jail, I changed all the thinking that the Arab police women and other people, all the police officers and other people were thinking. I will confront and tell them, let me tell you something. It's not a joking matter and it's not a laughing matter. I was the president later on in the jail because I was there telling them the truth. You understand? I was there telling them the mentality you people have for Africa is not true. I was after being loved by every police prisoner there, every Arab police prisoner. Sometimes they will come and give me food, buy something in the supermarket and bring it for me because I was there to change their narrative that Africans are not evil, Africans are very clean, Africans are not animal, we are humans like you. What they are telling you about Africa is not true. We are not hungry. They just show you the side that one side, and they didn't show you everything that you should know. We are not poor. We are trafficked to come here. We are not telling the truth. Like they didn't tell us the truth. But all when you gather everything and want to put it in one bag, it's all because of our bad leadership we have in Africa. But it's the right time for you people who are there, help us, we the people who are here, to be strong more, but to support us so that we can keep pushing on. If we push, we can achieve what we want. But the fact that we are being ignored, nothing will change. Because there are so many strong young people in Africa that want to change all this narrative. Let me tell you something. I don't know whether I will be still alive or I will die. But I will tell you one thing, Africa will change. The table will turn. That is by and force. It will turn. It will turn. They will know what Africa have. They know, but they choose to ignore because they are coming to collect and go. But they will know. Because Africans are getting aware now. But it's our duty as public figures, as people whom we know or whom they know, that to speak up and try sensitize our people more. That's the only thing that we can do. Imagine I worked for almost 15 houses in that Kuwait. I didn't have any penny. And my phones were being seized. To get connection or call, I have to take the kids' laptop and hide the Facebook, open Facebook on Google, try hide that. Because boy, Africans are so intelligent and smart, even if you don't go to school. But there are some things that God gives us, and we have to implement that. Africans are very good in planning, in strategic and everything, but implementation is our problem. To implement is our problem. We have good plans, but how to implement it? That is the problem. We don't implement. Wow.
All right, go ahead, Charles. Welcome, Charles. Why you? Okay. All right. Links in the chat room, guys. Please hit the like button as you come to the chat room. Again, please hit the like button as you come into the chat room. Link is in the chat room as well. So, Fatu, what's next?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, I was there rounding houses.
Fatu, you might already. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You might have already asked this, but I'm going to ask again just to set the record straight.
Okay.
Why do Africans continue to go to the Middle East seeking opportunities when there's countless of examples like yours where it just doesn't work out?
Why do Africans what? I didn't hear you.
Why do Africans continue to go to the Middle East when there's countless of
examples? Because they didn't know. Majority of them didn't know. They didn't know. And for them to know, we have to be supported to reach out to everyone. Yes, I am using my platforms to sensitize the people and talk to the people. But imagine, not every African or every Gambian have social media. Not every African know what is going on the TV. They don't have TV, some of them. They don't have radios. They don't listen to TV or radio. They cannot speak English. And we are not using our own languages. We are using like foreign languages to talk to people, to communicate on social media. They will not know. We have to reach out to the unreachable. We have to reach out to them so that they can understand and know. But they didn't know because we are here using someone's language. We don't want to use what we own. We have to use the language that our people understands. But today, if I speak broken English, it means I am not intelligent. The African himself or herself will laugh at you, say, just look at her. She can't speak English. It's like she didn't go to school. Boy, when we speak our language, learn our languages, put it in papers, write it, learn it. Hey, boy, this. Why are we taking their languages and left our own behind? Why? It's just like we are being I don't know how to say it, sacrifice or whatever, to just take someone's something and use it and leave our own. We don't believe in our own. You know, that's it.
Okay.
For them to stop going, let's speak the language that they understand. Let's go and reach out to them. Let's talk to them. Let's show them the reality. You know, that's it. My belief.
All right, cool. Go ahead, Zongo. What's your question?
Can you hear me, Dynast?
I hear you loud. Let me read the super chat. What is the way to reach the most people, and how does one reach the most far-flung villagers? Zongo, ask your question first, and then we'll address the super chat question. All right, go ahead, Zongo.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you some few questions. But can you first? I want to ask. Can you hear me clearly?
We hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I wanted to ask you because I've been to Turkey before. I went to school over there. I mean, I wanted to give it a little pushback because if you go to like those countries, I haven't been to any of these Arabic countries. I mean, currently I'm in the state now. If you go there like legally, I mean, you get treated like any international person over there. But sometimes when you go to those countries and you overstay and your status kind of change.
No. I will stop you there. Not that. Not you go illegally also. When you are trafficked, you don't know. You go there, you are being treated like animal. You never go to their houses and see how they treat their mates. Imagine they go to a restaurant. Whoever go to a restaurant with a full family and your maid, I think when your family is eating, you have to allow the maid to eat. But imagine what Arabs do. The maid will be standing up, looking at them, running. The kid will be running there, from there to there, from there to you be following them, no eating. It's different from what you're saying. I understand when you go there illegally, you spend overtime. That is a problem. But you didn't know what is hiding behind because you didn't live in it. You didn't pass through it. I passed through it and I know what is going on. Go be a maid or a driver in those countries. Go work to an Arab person.
I'm not saying you are wrong. I completely share your sentiment. And I sympathize with you. I'm not even trying to even dismiss or try to deny the agony that you've been through throughout your experiences over there. What I wanted to I don't want us to kind of conflate everything because so like your situation if that is that what you're saying, okay, but let me just ask it in a different way. So those people who are being marginalized or are treated in a very inhumane way, are they ones that have a good legal status over there?
Okay, what they will tell you is I buy you. I bought you, you are my slave. What they will show you and what is going on, it will be totally different. You are already a slave to them. They will tell you clearly in a closed door. Then you have to follow that Baba and Mama thing. You call them that even. You don't call them their names. Baba, Mama, Baba. Go to YouTube and watch. Is it BBC that posted it or CNN? I will forward that link. Let me forward that link right away here. You watch and see how it was covered, some journalists, some Arab journalists. It was a cover, something recording. They were recording it, but it was a covered documentary or whatever. Someone from Guinea, an African lady, a young person who is not even legal to travel as a maid, was taken to quit. And you will just watch that. Just watch that and understand that uncovered whatever. Let me type it on YouTube and tell you which page I can forward it to you. Or you go to my YouTube page, Fatu the Activist. I don't use it much, but I posted it there. My Facebook, when you go there, the first video you see on my Facebook is that video. The first video you see is on my Facebook, is video, my Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, go to YouTube. You watch that video and see.
Yeah.
You get to understand what I am saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like. I just don't want us to kind of conflate everything. Because I mean, I also come from a community in Ghana whereby I've seen a lot of people who went to like Libya and all those kind of places, and usually those people when they go over there, they're not going to those countries legally, even though like they have no right to be treated that way. But they don't go to those countries legally. Even over here in the States too, if you come over here and you don't come here legally, and you get into the wrong hands, people are always going to mistreat you. So, like the question I'm trying to understand, like I'm not saying you, but those people who have other like they have experienced like harsh conditions over there, where they do they have like good legal status over there? Because if you don't have good legal status over there, you might be in the hands of the wrong people over there. And I've seen that when I was in Istanbul, Turkey. I've seen some Africans who were over there, not just only Africans, but
I
other
am.
migrants from
Yeah.
Middle Eastern countries who had the intention of just traveling to Europe, but the intention was to go to swim in the ocean to Europe illegally, and they're definitely going to get into the hands of the wrong ones. People who are
Okay. I just send
thugs.
the link there. I just send the link inside there from my YouTube. Someone try and watch. Whoever want to understand what are the Arabs really doing to black people, or to their maids, or to their slaves, as they said, or to their haddamas or haywan animals, you just watch that video. I just posted it. That's my YouTube channel.
But
I just posted it. I
Wait,
commented it on the YouTube.
Where'd you post it in the back in the private chat, or where'd you post it?
On the YouTube. The YouTube, I mean.
Okay,
I just put it there.
I don't see it, so I don't know where you posted
Dynast, does my question make sense to you or not? I'm trying to understand.
Well, so basically, what you're saying is the people who come into the country illegally, especially into non-African countries, they're going to be treated a certain type of way.
I mean, they're going to be under the hands of the bad people because they know you don't have a legal status. They're going to mistreat you regardless. Even in the States, someone can treat you that way if you don't have good legal status, right? Unless maybe you get access
What is different? It's totally different. In the US, they respect human rights. I just want to tell you that Arabs don't respect human rights, and they say it plainly. That's why I said just try and watch. It's less than 1 hour video. You watch it completely and listen to it very carefully. You will get to hate Arabs even. I just don't want you to hate them, but you will hate them.
Yeah,
They said live that they don't respect human rights. Live on without knowing that it was recorded on camera. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like when you did mention Turkey, like I was personally in Turkey. Like I stayed in like the capital for like 30 days. I went to Istanbul. I was staying there for a couple of few days over there, like just for vacation. But I've been to
Is
areas.
Is it Tunisia? What is happening recently on Tunisia or Turkey? These two countries, one of these two countries. Recently, something is happening there.
It's not Turkey. It's Tunisia.
It's Tunisia.
Yes,
Exactly.
Tunisia. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I always mistake in these two countries because of the TT. It's Tunisia. Yes, I mean Tunisia. Sorry, not Turkey. Tunisia.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Dennis, I'll tell you what, because I mean, the reason why I wanted to share this information is I come from a community in Ghana that I've seen like people like go to those, like they follow those borders, like from Africa to go to like Libya.
Yeah,
Instead
those
of,
people are using the sea. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Those people are using the sea to go to the back way. They're using the Mediterranean Sea to go to the back way. This one, I am trying to tell you that people are taking people from maybe using flight, most of the times, flight, going to the Arab countries, telling them that I have a job for you whilst they are being trafficked. Not true. They have been used like a slave. They have been abused, tortured, mentally, and been killed, been beaten,
Okay, so let me ask you this question. So the thing is, I'm going to give you a little pushback because I mean, it doesn't start from those countries first, right? It starts from your country of origin. The agent, what about the agent who sent you over there? Like, did they give you too much information about those countries that you're going to? did your family or relatives have knowledge that you were going to travel to those countries? What is your background like? Are you from the city, the village? Because I mean, it kind of varies though. If you from a village, you might not have uh, uh, it means you are in isolation. You don't have like a wally understanding of different countries. You might be naive. You might fall under the prey of this, agents who might promise you good fortunes, which in reality is not. So I wanted to understand, like, um, um, how was the situation for you when you wanted to, like, move from Gambia to Kuwait?
I am never I was never living in a village, and I never lived in a village, and I don't even know where. That's what I am trying to tell you.
So how did you
I
let
don't
the
even
agents
understand your
lie to
question,
you?
because I am just saying that. I just say that. I just even people in the urban areas, the village, they didn't know. They are not aware. Then we are the ones who should make them to aware. That means you can understand that I am not from there. But I just want to help to go there and try to talk to the people. I am never living there. I am well aware. Even if you are aware, you can be trafficked. No one is safe. But we have to
Yeah,
raise awareness to
but
make
we
people
have to blame
understand.
we have to blame the agents too, because if that is the case, they are running an illegal business in the country of origin where you come from. We have to start
Yeah,
addressing the home people first. If we really want to fight, we cannot just be blaming other people, because we have to hold ourselves accountable if we want to go forward. You know, because you
yeah,
speak highly of these Western countries, America, the Western country, they hold their own people accountable first too. So we have to hold our own people accountable before we can move forward to blame others that they are not doing the right thing. I hope you
yeah,
understand what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Can I
yeah,
comment? Can
yeah.
I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep it simple. Go ahead.
Diana, first of all, I want to commend you and thank you for bringing this story. Bringing Fatu to share a story on your platform. I'm not one to talk too much, but I want to say this because this issue is very prevalent in Africa currently, especially as regards our girls or young women being trafficked from Africa to all these foreign countries. So, like Nigeria has the same issue with sex trafficking to Italy and other places, Ghana, Cameroon and other countries, East Africa and all that. Now, this young man that is talking, what's your name again? Where are you from again?
I'm from Ghana. I'm from Ghana, but currently I'm in the US now.
Okay, so I want to address some things you said. Look, I came to the UK, right, as a student many years ago, and I lived on campus before I lived off campus, and one of the places I lived in when I moved off campus was a house where there were many Indians, and let me tell you this. And I lived before, and I lived in. I moved to a few places, but there was also another place where I lived in, where there were lots of Chinese, and many of them were illegal there. But you will never see them snitch on each other. One of the problems that we have as Africans is that we sell each other out. We are so happy to sell each other out. Even your brother, your friend, that's one thing that is affecting us, unfortunately. And this issue of saying, oh, are they illegal or they are illegal? Chinese and Indians are the highest illegal immigrants in Europe, and especially in the UK. But the reason why the UK government doesn't go after them is because they are protected by their government. And they protect each other as well. So this issue of you saying, oh, they're illegal or they're illegal. Look, I agree that you should come, especially given our situation. Yeah, we should come to places legally. But in a situation where
Thank you so much.
you are running away from something, right? You're running away from something. I've never been in that situation, right? But I'm as somebody who's a human being, who's empathizing with my fellow humans. I know that you can be put in a situation where you are desperate enough to do certain things you will not normally do. If you have never been desperate before in your life, that you shouldn't be victim blaming, because you've never worn that shoe before. Do you understand me? So when we talk about illegal and legal, let me repeat this again. Chinese and Indians in the UK especially are the biggest immigrants, the illegal immigrants in the UK, hands down, period. So I don't want to hear this talk about illegal. The main thing is that we do not help ourselves enough. And some of this sex trafficking happening in these countries, Gambia, Nigeria, are actually backed, supported by some government officials working
Thank
in
you.
with these agents.
Thank you so much. You are very right. Let me tell you one thing. Sorry, brother. I don't want to cut you. You please continue. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Right now, as I am talking to you, there are Nigerians who have been trafficked to come and do sex work here in the Gambia.
Yeah.
I can take you there at night. You ask them, they will tell you we are Nigerians, we have been trafficked. And currently, as I am talking to you, I was called day before yesterday by a white lady helping 2 Nigerians also to help them because they bring them here in the Gambia to do sex work. While they didn't tell them that because they tell them when they come, they will give them a very good job. Now they are here with no support, no help, and they were bring here to do prostitutes. I know many people who are doing that. But if we are ready to fight that, we can achieve a lot. We can change the narrative. And one thing, you make me very strong now, my brother. I don't know who is talking. Is it keep it simple or who? Yeah, you have said something that encourages me very well. I don't understand what is illegal. When Arabs come here, they are legal in our Africa. When white people come here, they are illegal in Africa without too much documents. But when we go there, we are illegal. Who owns this world? I just want to ask my brother, because you make me more stronger, because you encourage me by saying this. This is what I want. This is the best support. Let me tell you, keep it simple. Keep it simple. This is the best support that I can get from you people. These are the harassment and the discrimination that I used to get, like this brother that just said, this Zongo that just said this, Zongo Naive, that just said these words to me. I feel offended, but I cannot say anything because I am on the platform. But by you talking, you encourage me more. Because these white people, when they come here, I am not here to be racist or harass anyone. Because even the white people, the day before yesterday, someone called me to help some Nigerians who were trafficked. That how can we help these people? I happens to give them the deputy National Assembly, the deputy speaker number to communicate so that we can talk about this and help these people to go back home, because what they want is to go back home. But if you tell me that when they go there to Arab country and they go there illegal, what do you mean by illegal? Who owns this world? Even if they go there illegal, they should not treat it like animal, because they are humans. This is what I am telling you. We the Africans are very people fighting our own Africans. But when they come here, they are not illegal here. They have been treated good. But when we go there, we are illegal. It's just really sad, man.
No, I wasn't. See, what I'm saying is that I wasn't trying to blame.
That's exactly what it is.
Hold on first. I'm saying I'm speaking as a person who comes from a community in Ghana that my people that I know.
There is no one illegal anywhere around the world. No one owns the world.
Hold on first.
We are all illegal. We are all legal in this globe.
No,
if I can interject real quick, Fatu, I understand, Fatu, what you're saying, but we can't be naive to the fact that countries have borders, and some countries are going to protect their borders in a certain type of way. And as far as Africans, we tend to be very, very nice, especially to non-Africans, and more welcoming to non-Africans, where, as you said, white people and Asian people will come to African countries and we welcome them, legal, non-legal, as one of us. I'll give you a prime example. When I was coming from Gambia, so I'm Sierra Leonean and I'm Nigerian. When I was coming from Gambia to Senegal, crossing the border, I have an ECOWAS passport. You're not supposed to pay. You're not supposed to pay at all. These people wanted me to pay to the point where they told me they were going to send me back they said, go back to Banjul and you fly back. So I had the Senegalese. The Senegalese. So I had to come. And
that's what they do. That's what they do to Gambians even.
And in Fatu, even at the Gambian side, I'm going to tell you what happened. Same thing. I was coming from Senegal to Gambia. I was coming from Tuba, from Maga. and I was going from Senegal to Gambia. They called me to the office. They said, "Oh, we need to talk to you in the back." I said, "For what? I have Nigerian passport. For what?" So they take me to the back, and the guy, he's asking me for money. And on top, there's a picture of the president, not Yama, not Jam, the newer president. I said, "You ask him for money. Let me go." And then he went on and he started laughing and let me go.
And both the Senegalese authorities and the Gambian ask you for money.
Yes, every time when I cross that border between Gambia and Senegal.
So
that's what you see.
I wanted to add to what you say. So what I was saying is like I wasn't trying to say like I wasn't trying to like victim blame her or something. Like I was saying that when you are there on a illegal status, you might fall into the prey of the bad people in every country, regardless. That was what I was saying. I mean, I'm not saying that the fact. I mean, people go through different situations in life. You could be in the vulnerable
And brother,
I wasn't saying
it's not Gambian sex trafficking victim. It's not sex trafficking. I was never sexually abused. Maybe I don't know what the information you've got, but not sexually abused. I've never been sexually abused. Just to make the title for you to understand. Not sexually being abused.
See, when I say that, I'm not even referring to you personally. I'm just speaking to the brother, like
No, I mean the brother, the one that coordinating the interview, Prince. I mean Prince. Yeah.
Okay. So I was just saying that because I mean this needs to be heard because usually you're always gonna fall into the hands of the bad people, and they wanna like mistreat you in a different way, and it's just not right, Once we make this information very clear to the broader the audience, they might understand the intricacies of the situation, and we might be able to kind of advise our own people. And I'm not saying we shouldn't. I mean, Africans is quick to where I went to college in Cyprus. I was an African student president, and trust me, I know a lot. I know a lot, and the reason why I had to chime in is I wanted to provide more information and throw more light into the situation. I wasn't saying that our people are bad. We are quick to throw our people out or something like that. I wanted to throw more light on that, and I've seen a lot. It's not bad on our end, but sometimes some Africans do go outside, knowing the challenges that exist over there, but they just want to hustle, and they just do it, Even though they get advice, they just want to hustle. Like she said, she advised them not to go, but a lot of them feel like they haven't experienced that, but they just want to go and hustle, So we have to do more education to our own people as well.
That's true because given like I said, given our situation, given the unique situations Africans have, we know that we're the worst treated on the planet. So the best thing to do if you're immigrating to somewhere is to go legally. Get your papers together, know what you're going to have a plan, know what you're going to do there. You'll have some skills and go and learn some more. I encourage people to go travel. Travel as much, get as much skills, acquire as much skills, as much experience, develop yourself. Well, try to do it the most legal way. But that is not for everybody. Some people are in certain situations that they can't. They didn't create themselves. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So some people can find themselves in situations that wasn't of their own doing. So what do you in that situation? What do? Do you start giving them advice that are useless?
I'll tell you what. See, when I was growing up, there were certain young folks who wanted to travel to Libya from the community where I came from, but they were arrested at the border from Burkina Faso to Togo when the immigration officers asked them like where they were going. And just they didn't know, so they were captured. Even in Ghana presently, if you are traveling to those Middle Eastern countries, they're gonna ask you more questions about where you are going, why you wanted to go there. If they realize that you don't even know where you are going, they're not gonna let you travel. Because there are a lot of some Africans who are very naive about traveling to foreign countries. And when I asked that, I wasn't trying to undermine your level of education or something. We have even in a westernized society like America, they still have some uneducated people. Like if you go to like the countryside, the Amish people from America. I've seen that when I was in Missouri. I mean, they might not have the understanding of traveling to a foreign country, So they depend on the larger, the higher level institutions to give them the information when they are traveling. And we cannot just let our vulnerable Africans who are traveling to be exploited by, the larger society outside, out there, you know. So we need to throw more light on that. And I wasn't saying to kind of undermine your experiences, but I just wanted to use this opportunity to also, throw more light on that, and also to kind of disseminate the information based on what I've heard, as well. So I didn't mean to, to minimize your, what you've been through, or the fights that you're fighting right now. But sometimes as Africans, we just have to be a little realistic and objective. Sometimes we have to blame our own people, because our own people are the ones sending you guys over there, and they know that, but they still send you guys over there. So why not blame them first instead of blaming other people? We have to hold them accountable. We have to arrest them.
We blame them. We blame them. We hold them accountable. But
I mean the agency.
guess what?
The agencies. But we
Guess
cannot just
what?
say
If they
all the
bribe,
institutions.
those institutions, the government institutions, and also the government itself, some of the authorities being part of it, is just really sad. How can you fight this if you get no support? You have been against by everyone. The example,
but
like
when
the
you use
government example, or the people working in those institutions who to protect you, are the very people sometimes being in those deals. It's just really crazy. How
But
can
when you
you?
say
How
like
can you?
when you say the term African, because Dynasty, I want to point this into, you heard like some years back, some Africans were sold as slaves in Libya, if you remember, because there were some folks from Ghana who were
Yes.
whom the president sent aeroplane to bring them back to Ghana, and there was like a national, uh, awareness training that was given to the whole public, So I don't think all the government institutions are complicit in these actions, So we got to be a little careful, just generalizing things. We have to pinpoint the specifics and trying to find the root cause of the problem, so we can be able to address it and find a solution to that. So that's all I wanted to add. I don't want to speak much. I'll let other people to have access to that. Thank you.
If I can just say thank you, Dynas.
Yeah, go ahead.
To Zongo, I think that was a little disingenuous what he said. Like, this lady obviously is an educated lady. She went legally to a country and she saw some horrible things happening. And this is what she's speaking about, and this is what we're trying to resolve. And segueing it to loop it back into a circle so that we can just blame each other, and then we'll just go forever like in a circle, never finding a solution. I think that's
sad,
annoying. I'm sorry.
It's really annoying.
I don't want to be emotional.
No, really annoying. Because example, like me being in the I see hundreds who are innocent, and I am standing seeing they are hanging them to death. Hanging people to death in those prisons, Arab prisons, it's really touching. I didn't even say anything here yet. I have a long story to tell. To tell you the truth, I have a long story to tell. And these are platforms that we can use. We can use to do something. I open all my platforms, not going there to joke, but to make use of it. To make people aware. People are being still now and up to date are been hanging to death. Black people are being hanging to death to these Arab countries. Most of them don't see their people again. And if Zongos comes here and said you should be going there legally, whatever legally, are they coming here legally? But we don't investigate about them, but they investigate about us. Yes, anywhere you go, you have to go in those countries legally. But even if you go illegally, you should not be treated like animal. Black people are never been treated well in the entire globe. We are the most most race that are treated bad in the entire globe. We are very tired in this world, and I don't know why. And there is nowhere God writes that black people should be treated like animal. Black people should be treated like this. Black people should not be like other humans. Why? We are very tired, and the entire globe knows that. We as blacks, we are very tired. I don't know why. Whether they are afraid of us, whether they know that we are strong, whether they know that we can do many things more than them, and they seize all our rights. What is human rights? Are they the owner of our rights? This is why I said black people are not. You look. We are not. We are not liberated. We said that every year we celebrate African Liberation Day. Africans are not being liberated, and we should not wait anyone to liberate us. No one owns us. We should liberate ourselves. In my mentality, I mean, and my own beliefs, we should not wait for anyone to liberate us. Every African Liberation Day, we should come out and speak up to tell the globe that we are not liberated and no one owns us. We should liberate ourselves. Why are we waiting for African Union, or we are waiting for European Union, or we are waiting for the United Nations to liberate us? Who are they to liberate us? They just form themselves doing hypocritical stuff. We say that we are waiting for them to liberate us. They are the very big evil themselves. We should not wait for anyone to liberate us.
I have a question for you, Fatu, which is what is the way to reach the most amount of people? What is the way to reach the farthest? Like, there are villages that don't have internet, they don't have anything. How do they get news? How do they get information? Thank you.
They are not getting information, Mariam, my darling sister. They are not getting information until and unless people like Fatu being supported financially, encouraging, with encouragement, advices. I can go there, reach out to there, and do my sensitization with all the victims who wanted to come out and speak up. But if all those victims are also being abused, discriminated in public, in the society, in social media, most of them are hiding. But people like me, I am not hiding because I am not ready to hide. I love Africa and I want all this to change. That's why I am out here being abused every single second on social media. But I still keep it on as a strong lady. I cannot get married because of what they said that, yes, me, I am so strong and every man is afraid of me. I don't care. The fact that I want Africa to change. If no one marries me, that's fine. But I am not going to tolerate and waste time in what I am doing. I will keep on keeping on raising awareness until my last day.
And another thing,
My family doesn't even love this activism now because I don't have no job. No one employs me because of my activism, because of what I am doing, because of how I am raising awareness, because I am not afraid of anything. I am an enemy to the government. While I am supporting them, but they didn't know. Because speaking on like the government is not doing anything on human trafficking, that should not make them to think that I am an enemy to them. Because I didn't see anything that they are doing. Imagine every single day you see victims of human trafficking who have been trafficked from Nigeria to Gambia here doing prostitution. In these Arabic countries also, if they run away, they went and do prostitution just to feed themselves and send money home here. But their families here don't know that they are doing prostitution. And if the Arab guy, authorities, police officers get them, they are straight to the jail. They jail them, end up hanging them to death. I witnessed where they hang them to death. I was in the prison, seeing the hanger hanging there. I was saved and come back. Why am I keeping quiet? Why am I be silent? That's what I first asked myself. I first asked that question to myself. Why am I keeping quiet? Should I be keeping quiet? I started work, but I cannot continue with that work because I said if I continue with that without sensitizing and raising awareness and telling people my story, then God will be very angry with me. Because I pray to God that if you take me back to Africa, I will make sure not just Africa, but the entire globe hear my voice. This is what I promise God. That's why I can work to get a monthly salary. I dedicate my life for this. But we get no support from anyone. It's sad.
Miriam,
Yes, I cried sometimes, but I keep on being strong because I believe that I am a strong lady. Let me just keep it on. One day God will come. This is what I believe. But I am not going to change anything for anything. No.
Fatu, you should also consider going to other, using other channels, and sharing this message. And also look for the local radio stations that you can collaborate with to spread this this message. Actually, our government are supposed to be helping with this, because it's easier we've got local news stations everywhere in Africa. That is one way we can disseminate information like that. But unfortunately, most of our governments in Africa are irresponsible and useless. So we have to do this ourselves. So we people like us are willing to donate. Like I said, I don't talk too much. I'm one of those people that that if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So the good thing, you put your GoFundMe. But GoFundMe, don't they take a lot huge?
Yeah, there is
how much does GoFundMe take?
There is a. I don't know, but I have a GoFundMe. A brother create a GoFundMe for me, and a brother called Kwame. The GoFundMe. I think Prince can share the link here so that people can see the GoFundMe so that I can be supported.
Don't you have PayPal or something?
I don't have PayPal, but I think Prince have PayPal or Kwame have PayPal because they're also there, trying to do something and yeah.
All right, cheers. No problem.
I want to say one last thing, and this is more a general thing. I feel like we are at a point where we are seeing truth, and truth is very a little bit shocking. But when we try to give truth to people, like when we're giving a lie, we can put music, we give drinks, we do all kinds of things. Like
Prince has already.
Please listen.
Prince has already put the GoFundMe there. Sorry, Mariam. Acha.
But when we're trying to give truth, it's like there's no more music, there's no more excitement. It's just cold and hard, and it turns people off. So I just want to encourage that when we're giving truth, like even if it's a hard thing, I think we should consider maybe bringing music, bringing food, making it the right side and the left side. Make it fun, make it happy, not so serious. I think that might give more ears, make more people listen.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanna reiterate. I wasn't dismissing her, experiences or what she went through. I was just using the opportunity to also throw more light on that. So I just wanted to, to rebuttal on what Miriam said. I wasn't trying to dismiss her experience. I was just throwing more light on that, and I just wanted to kind of pinpoint the issue so we can try to find a solution to that. I wasn't saying no, that wasn't true, wasn't happening. Even regardless of situations like that, no human should treat a human that way. But what if you go to a country whereby they have no respect for humans like that? What do we do about it? Are you gonna blame them? They don't have no respect for you. Are you gonna go there? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. We got to be, we have to think critically.
Yeah, but people go without knowing. People go because of desperation, maybe no job, no, you want to have greener pastures, and what they promise them, and when they go there, what is there is totally different. That's why I said lack of understanding makes people to leave most of the times. A lack of aware. And it's our responsibility, including myself, to make people aware. But also people like me, if I didn't get support that I need, the encouragement, the advice, the support, either anything, financially or anything, I cannot reach out to them. Someone who is not getting monthly salary, just for my this one activities that I am used to be invited, that's what I have. I can only do what I can. That's it. But it's my responsibility and everyone to help the people.
If a country has a record of not respecting human rights, why would your desperation lead you to that place? That's the question that I'm trying to be sensitive as much as possible. I know, like Dynasty, you understand the point I'm trying to make. You don't have to go there, and I'm speaking that because I've seen that when I was Cyprus. When I was a student leader, and when I'm telling you that, and I'm a Muslim too, just like you. And I know what I'm talking about, I just don't want us to be naive, I was just trying to throw more light to the broader audience out there, not you specifically, because there's a lot of people who are going to watch the show, and I was just throwing the light.
Imagine just recently, just recently, I think it was this past September or also, I help more than 30 something young Gambians who were at Dubai suffering. I got all the videos of them in the prison. In the prison, I got videos. I record videos when I was speaking to some of them, in the prison there, some in the detention center there, and they are very innocent. They have been trafficked by some other Gambians and some other Gambians who are there, and other Nigerians, other people who are in Dubai there, telling them that we have a job for you. Just send us this amount of money. We buy visa for you, and we bring you here. When you come, you have a job. It was a lie. Imagine in one room, 30 something people living in one small room. I swear to God. It's very hard to believe in Dubai. And when you reach out to Dubai, you think that you are in paradise, whilst you don't know what some people are going through there. I swear to God.
Yeah, but
I
that's
swear to God. I can send you those stuffs. I will send it to Prince if Prince don't mind.
But I have a relative who stays in Dubai right now, and they stay in those kind of like a boarding house or something like that.
If
And
you visited Dubai, when you are a rich person, you don't know. When you are someone who went there to visit Dubai to see the beauty of Dubai, you will never know what other people, because what they will show you and what is going on there is totally different. If my president or any other leader, president in Africa went there, you don't know what your people are going there, because the authorities there will only show you what they want you to see. Look, my brother, let me tell you something. Me, I have 100,000 followers on Facebook, and my TikTok is well followed. I have 2 TikToks. I only show what I want people to see. I don't show what I don't want people to see. That's exactly what is going on in these Arab countries too.
Hey,
when our government authorities who are there being posted there as councillors or as whatever, they will never tell the president when he go there. They will never tell the president what is going on there.
Hey, Fat Jan, can I come in there real quick? I think what Zongo is saying, like, you're missing the point.
I did not miss the point. Hold on. It's discriminated and harassing, and I can't listen to it. For me, it's traumatizing.
Yes, mema, for you may ante, pour you muna understand ante. Mema rek madanel purunga fumajoge. So what Zongo is saying, people trying to jump on him, Zongo is stating what the reality of the world is, because even this communication thing, I know Gambia from Kartong to Koina, it's not that hard to spread news. I mean, like, I lived in Gambia when Gambia was ancient. This is in the 90s. It was ancient, but to get news across, the people have WhatsApp groups and all that, right? And from what Zongo is confused about and what I'm confused about and the videos we see, it doesn't sound like it's village people who are falling victim. It is people who are supposedly know how to read and write. So, for instance, in the world,
you're mistaken. I know, because I lived through it. I'm 100 people in my organization plus 100 plus. Most of them are from urban areas. Let me tell you.
Okay.
And most of them don't want to be in the organization because they don't want to speak up.
Okay, I get that.
But if you said it's easy, you know why I will not go with some Africans? When you said it's easy to spread message, why you yourself, you don't come here and support that to spread messages? But if you want to force example people like me or tell me I can spread and it's very easy to do it, how are you supporting me? Let's be realistic.
I'm trying to tell you.
No, let me tell you. No, please, bro, African bro, just listen to me. When I go outside, people that approaches me, I am a public figure. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am well known in the Gambia. People will be like, Fatu, Nagade, Yang, okay. I love you so much. Keep it up. You're doing a good job. You stop at that. What is the support that you're supporting me? What are you doing to help me to, But you love me because I'm doing something. But what are those people? Spread my message. You, when I said something, do not leave it on in you alone. Spread it and see how the information will go. But Africans, we are hypocrites. Sorry to say it, but we are hypocrites.
Okay, so
that's what I feel.
Okay, so it sounds like what you're saying is you have all these followers, they are aware of your message. So it is their responsibility, the Gambian people themselves.
Everyone's responsibility. Everyone's responsibility.
Well, again, what I'm saying is the person, like you're right there, the people know you, they know your message, right? First, the responsibility has to be the people come together and make sure they get rid of those quote unquote agents there, because they have to get rid of those people, because since they are the ones that foster this, you cannot hold the Arabs accountable for doing what they are doing. If you're there as a slave, this is what they do to slaves. This is how they operate. So we start with the agents that are actually removing people from the country.
In the first place, as humans, why slaves? Where did God write that black people should be slaves?
I'm with you. I agree with you.
I am totally not gonna go with what you're saying.
No, I agree with you. Look, hold on. I support you. I agree with you, right? So the Arabs, I'm not saying what they are doing is good. It's not a good thing. But this is how these people are. This is how they think. So to even give them the opportunity for that to happen, we start with the agents that are there, people that are removing people from the Gambia itself. Because if that opportunity is taken away, that will not happen. But when people say, if, desperation and all, when I lived in Gambia years ago, I don't know people who would be desperate enough to go to the Arabs country. This is all new, and it seems like it's women going, that's all strange. So it's like the mindset have changed. So you having these followers, encourage your followers to start with the agents in the country, because you said some of them. Put the pressure on them. We got your back. We will support you.
You know what I do? You know what I do? I don't care if they take me to prison. I name and shame. I don't care. Even if you are an authority, a government officials, I name and shame. That's the first thing I was doing. I call their names and shame them and tell everyone this person is a trafficker. But through the hypocrisy of Africans, Gambians, some of us, we can stop it, but we are not ready to stop it. We support evil more than good. That's it.
So then so then, since the Gambians themselves are open to doing this, what is the solution? You cannot, if the Gambians don't stop it, right? How are you going to hold the Arabs accountable?
This is not Gambians. Don't say this is not just Gambians. I mean Africa in general.
Well,
Gambian, I think, is the smallest country. Right? Is the smallest. Yes, but
okay, let's focus on Africa. Let's focus, because they take in Gambians, because those are the people we want to reach. So we want to understand, because I'm just giving you my understanding as someone who's traveled, who's traveled the world and continue to travel, and never experienced any of this. I read about them and I see it, and I'm from Gambia myself, right? So I'm telling you how the wider world operates, because you're talking about legality. That legality does matter. If you show up in a country illegally, a lot of that's how these things happen. The people that are leaving that country must understand that. The moment you leave, it doesn't matter. Ignorance of how the game is played is no excuse. They are going to do this to the people. So that's what I'm trying to help, bring to the table here. I'm not discounting what happened to you. I support what you're doing, and I'm glad you're speaking about it.
Affidemos, right? You're speaking from a perspective of somebody coming from your own situation. That I can tell you, obviously, there are many Gambians who are not as educated or widely traveled as you, who don't have access to the kind of knowledge you do have, right? Am I correct?
Well, I haven't
There
taken
are
count.
Gambians who
I
are not
haven't
as
taken.
educated as you are, or
Yeah,
who have
but
access to information, or knowledge that you have now. Am I correct?
I would think so.
No, there are. So not just in Gambia, and every part in
Look,
every part of Africa.
I'm
There
not
are
making
people
this. Keep it simple. I'm not making this about me. I'm making this about reality.
But
Like
you are
what?
speaking as somebody, who's speaking from their own,
No,
testimony.
because I'm bringing in the truth that how the world operates. Because even you came here, you started talking about how the Chinese and all these people are illegal. You don't know if these people are illegal. You're sending the wrong message. The
Who told
truth
you I
of
don't
the
know?
matter.
You're
Okay, for
assuming that I
instance,
don't know. I live.
well, did you
Let me
go
repeat.
ask them?
Let me repeat myself. When I moved off campus, when I moved into town, right, I lived at one of the first places I lived in before I moved a few more houses before I finally found I had enough money to buy, my own place. Was I lived in a house in a house share, a shared house. They call it shared house share in the UK, and I had a room to myself. I think it was a 4-bedroom house, and in the other 3 rooms there were at least. Later I found out that in the night there were at least to each room there were about 4 people sleeping in each of those rooms, and they were Indians, and there were I would say there were just 3 of them that were legal. The rest were illegal. But eventually they were able to sort themselves out. These are people that interacted when they told me everything about themselves.
So
Right?
so do you
Let me finish.
so
Let me
is
finish.
that the best
Now, hold
life
on,
in
let me
the
finish.
UK with a
Hold
bunch
on,
of
let me finish.
people?
Let me finish.
That's how illegals live
So
here, sir.
what I'm saying is eventually the ones that were not legal were helped by the ones that were legal. Because in UK, the Indians work as a unit. When you come here, even if you come here legally or illegally, you're invited by an Indian, you come in, they already have an established system. So what they do is they bring you in, they get you to one of their off-license shops. They call it off-license shops in the UK, or stores or restaurants, and you work there until and they eventually help you to get yourself sorted in terms of documentation, and then you eventually help you to get your own house. And then you reach back and pull into it's like a susu, like what they call it susu. It's like our own version of susu. You as a person who has been helped by this community will now contribute to bring in somebody else or somebody who's already in the country, and help the person to come up. That's how they do it. I remember meeting let me finish.
What's
Hold on,
this
let me
have
finish.
to do
I
with this
remember
topic,
meeting a
sir?
Babisha lady, an Indian lady. Her name was Babisha, and she came. She told me she came here, without being able to speak a lick of English, but she was able to get in touch with that community. I met her when I was in university. She was able to get in touch with that community, and they sorted her out. And right now, as I'm speaking to you now, she works as a financial analyst for NHS. This is how they work. The same thing with the Chinese. I live with the Chinese. I know how they think. I know how they work, and I know they work together. They protect each other. They look out for each other, and that's one thing Africans don't do. Unfortunately, you will see somebody from Nigeria, for instance, with a PhD working in a factory because he doesn't have a community to help him put him through. Indians and Chinese, when they come here, they already have people to put them through, guide them, show them where not to go and what to do, and to avoid situations that detrimental to their staying there legally. So please, let's.
Sir, I understand, like you wanted to take the time to give your immigrant trauma that you've seen in the UK, but that's not the truth for everyone. Again, I'll tell you, like what you are explaining, you are telling us a story. This has nothing to do with Chinese or anybody. The truth of the matter is you are telling 4 people are living together. Do you know how well you would live if you are smart and you enter a country legally with no problem, like the United States? Is completely different. My experience is completely different than people that come here illegally. This is why these people are living together in force. But in the Arab world, what she's explaining is they are making them slaves. They don't even have that option to go and do things for themselves. That's what Fatu's experience is. These two don't have anything to do with each other. At least those people can go and work and keep their money.
Afridam, let's pass the go ahead, V.
Oh, hi, Diners. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Oh, it's a very interesting topic, and I have to commend my sister Fatu. Well done.
Thank you.
And you're doing very well. And we need ladies like you coming from Africa to speak up about this issue. This has been going on for a long time. A long time.
Yeah.
And the AU is sitting there doing nothing. Anyway, I also want to say, before I come on to the main subtopic, I was listening to the debate going on between two of our brothers there, and one was talking about his experience in as an immigrant in UK or Europe, let's say, and he's saying how they're both completely different. It is true. A lot of things go on. People do move from places to place for whatever reason. Often we Africans, we make it sound like it is we Africans alone that's moving out of the continent and going somewhere. Now, also, what we have to remember that when an African goes somewhere, they do their utmost, they work hard because they know their background. Like Fatu is saying, it's a standard family, and especially in our culture, when you are the eldest in a siblings, a lot of responsibility falls on you. I'm not an elder, I'm not the oldest in my siblings, but I saw what my eldest siblings have to go through to help. It runs, that's how it runs in our culture anyway. It doesn't matter where you are. You know, I also, and let's not make it, I say Africans alone are the one going elsewhere. And Africans, when they go elsewhere, they often make a very positive contribution if given a chance. So let's not make it like that. Secondly, Africans, I was once traveling from an Asian country coming down to Ghana. Yeah? Sorry, I was. Oh, she's talking to somebody.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
said I was once traveling from an Asian country coming to Ghana. And the plane I sat in, the plane was coming down from the Asian country to Ghana. I was shocked. I was sitting a bit further up in a plane, and I got up during the flight. Sometimes I wanted to walk, I want to use the restroom, but I said, oh, let me walk to the far end and use the restroom so that I could stretch my legs. And I was shocked. In the plane, I sat in, going to Ghana, there were about 80% foreigners, not Africans, in that plane. And they do come to Africa. And they do also live illegally. They do also do a lot of illegal stuff by colluding with the corrupt officials there. And Africans don't treat them the way they treat us when we go to their countries. Okay? So let's get it right. I was shocked. And I just said to myself, wow, look at this plane full of all these people. And we Africans running out of this continent as fast as we can, especially the youth, and getting into a situation like Fatu says she found herself in. A few years ago, this issue was up in Ghana. And what these people, they do, human traffickers, they're criminals, you know? They're criminals. So they don't go through the normal line of channel of doing things. And they lie to the girls. And it is true. That's most of the girls, as Fatu said earlier, well, often the ones living a bit rural or living outside the big cities, and they're very, very, I would say, naive. And also, they often live in a very protected, sheltered background. So often they don't know what is going on. They're living there, they're probably struggling with work and so forth and so on. Somebody come in, oh, you go to this country, you get X amount of money, and then it's like gets to their head. And also, many of them do not have internet access as people do have in other places of the world, you know, so they often don't see some of these stories. And to say that, oh, it's like they should know. I personally got involved with this issue. And what happened was we in Ghana were seeing videos, horrendous videos of how girls were being treated. Because what was happening, as Fatu was saying, was when the girls go, they get there, they take everything away from them, including their phones. They take everything. So that's when they become aware that, wow, I'm in trouble here. You know, And then they go to these houses, places they don't know, speaking the language, they don't understand nothing. And they are stuck in the house. They are not even allowed to go anywhere. So these girls were suffering. Some of them even in Ghana, some of the girls, there's a lot of girls over in Ghana now that are mentally disturbed because of the experience going to these places.
Yes.
They are. Okay?
Yeah.
And what happened was, some of these girls, so when they come in, and then sometimes these families, they do meet up, and they can communicate with the girls, and then that's when the girls started realizing.
From the prison, I know many Nigerian and Ghanaian girls, young women and Sierra Leonean girls who were in that prison with us. We became a family. We were doing everything because they term Africans as one people, yes, like as one race that they hate so much. Yeah. Our room, imagine inside the jail, our room was the last room, the room that they only put problem.
One of the Ghanaian girls actually came in, but she was so mentally disturbed. People were not taking her serious. She actually said was one of her friends was being raped by the person they were living with. I think she got pregnant. She complained. They accused her in an Arab country that she's been fornicating with them, blah, blah, blah. And the girl literally said they killed her. She said,
if I tell you how many young guys that they killed there, you know, the wife will kill the maid because they said the maid is having something to do sex with the husband, whilst their husbands keep on following those maids. Imagine, trust me, this is all happening there. That's why I said I didn't say anything yet. What I see there is way too much, and if Africans don't stand up, it's gonna be worse. Trust me.
Okay, so in Ghana situation, these girls, some of them will manage to get hold of phone, and they'll be passing it along themselves, recording the experiences when they get a chance secretly. And then the girls that they were passing the phone to will get it out. So we started seeing a lot of these videos, horrendous stories. So we got very, very upset. And then we started complaining. So a group of us got involved with the journalists in Ghana, and they said, listen, girls, you guys need to start talking about these things. What is going on? Anyway, to cut a long story short, this that I was involved in, a group of others, it got to the foreign secretary in Ghana. And she, has to stand up because she saw some of the videos and it was horrendous. The stories they were telling, sometimes they were actually being filmed while the men were coming, chasing them, trying to rape them. And, they put the phone somewhere where it could be recorded what the men are coming into their rooms and trying to do to them in the night. It was horrendous. Anyway, she started doing something. We started a campaign about it in Ghana. And then she brought a rule that she banned anybody being taken from Ghana to go to these places. You know what these people, these human traffickers were doing? They were going to the rural areas, talking to the girls, some girls, naive girls, sitting in the villages, talking to them, and then they were taking them across the borders. Yes. And these people, so the woman made a whole lot of issue about it in those countries. So this is what's happening. He alerted the embassies, Ghana embassies and so forth. And then what they were then also doing was, when the human traffickers realized that they were onto it, they decided not to take girls from Ghana. What they do is, if they like Kenya had a similar problem, and Kenya was making a lot of campaigns about it, they stopped taking girls from Kenya. It happened in Ethiopia, they stopped taking girls from Ethiopia. It happened in Ghana, they limited or they stopped somehow taking girls from Ghana, and then they move on to the next country. And this is what they do. They are very, very insidious criminal organization. They know what they're doing to these people. But as we said, the African government do not make issue of these things. It's not, I don't know what they talk about. We have their people coming to live in Africa as well. Is that how we treat them? Is that how we deal with them? And then somebody's come to your house to help you. You are a woman, you in your house, you can't keep your house. So somebody come in, you said, because they are maid or whatever, I hate that word even. They are not maid. They are there to help you. You treat them like subhuman. The same story Fatu saying
we are called animal there. We are called animal, not just maid. Animals means Taiwan.
V, let me pass it to Kwame. He's been waiting. Go ahead, Kwame. Meet yourself.
Okay.
Kwame.
Yeah, thanks. Hello. Thanks, Amira, for letting me come on your show. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So my name is Kwame. I want to speak specifically to African men.
Oh, God.
Yeah, thanks. As African men, I think it is our duty to do what needs to be done. I think we should support, assist, and contribute towards these ladies' endeavors, so we can facilitate how to get to these villages that she needs to get to, so to make whatever, sensitize the people, because we have to do this until we hit some type of a critical mass, because her story is incredible. We're talking in circles. She hasn't even explained everything she has to say. Once again, I just want to thank you. I don't think we should talk in circles. I think we should support her, let us follow her, see how she's doing, and so she can keep us abreast with what is going on, so we can begin to do what needs to be done. Because I don't believe in forgiveness. These pale-faced Arabs, okay? First of all, Muslims need to understand there is a difference between the Umayyads, who were the black Arabs, and the pale-faced Arabs. There were wars that was fought between the black Arabs and the white Arabs. We are not the same. They will tell you to your face. Okay? So we need to begin to unite and get together so we can do what needs to be done for our people. We need to unite, because there are people who think we're so powerful and all they want to do is just crush us. It's time to stop being scared. It's time to come out and let us unite. I'm speaking specifically to the African men. Follow this girl. Let us talk to her. Let us ask the right questions, okay? She has a story to tell. She has a story to tell. We're talking in circles. What's the solution? The solution is to help her to see she can pick a village or somewhere in Gambia, go there, put it on video, and do what she can in her own little part. We have to do this. We don't have to wait for no government, because this government, we already know what is going on with them. Most of them are tied down with agendas. They've been caught up in different situations where they cannot even speak up for their own people in Africa. So that is all I have to say. Thank you.
I appreciate it. What we'll do, we'll go ahead and close out. Fatu, is there anything else you'd like to share in closing? Fatu? 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 You got to unmute yourself. Fatu? Fatu? Okay, maybe we lost her. But hey, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, subscribe. But till next time, family, Dynasty Mirror Search for Uhuru. And we'll bring Fatu back on too. We'll talk to you guys later. Well, hold on. I think this is right here. Fatu?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about to close out. Is there anything else you'd like to share in closing?
Yeah, I said if I have many things to say, but if anyone have anything to ask,
take your time. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, Fatu, I was saying, go ahead. I'm about to post I see all your links in the private chat. I'm about to post them in the main chat right now. But go ahead, take your time. Go ahead and close out.
Yeah. I even forgot where I stopped. I think I stopped at the prison, right?
Correct. Go ahead.
Yes. When I was in the prison, I happened to try and change the mentality that they were having, because I spent almost a month in the prison there, and what I see in the prison is horrible. Like killing people, hanging them to death, doing so many horrible things. Africans are not held as humans, even in prison, in Arabs prison. We are there with Filipinos, and other nationalities, but African people are not being treated good, never, anywhere around, everywhere in the Arab world. Right? And I believe that we should do something. We should collaborate. We should be partners. We should be brothers and sisters and stand up for Africa, because it's the right time to do it now. Because I believe that whatever is going on is because of we didn't show that we can do it. We love our people, or we have to stand for ourselves. That's why every bad thing is happening to us. We definitely need support and help. Because what I see in those countries is something very, very, very horrible, and we should not allow it to go on like that, because everyone ignores because of its Africans. Everyone ignore, and we should not follow those people and ignore our own people. Our own people are suffering right now as I am talking to you. Our people are really dying, suffering, being abused and tortured mentally and emotionally in those Arab countries. Can you imagine a maid? You have a maid calling her a slave or an animal, you know, taking her in the zoo to be a maid of animals. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. Like a maid going to be a maid for animals, like treating animals, like doing stuff for animals. Wild animals, I mean. You will end up being eaten by animals. I see a woman who was being jailed there, and she was confused. She was totally off, and she was taken to jail. And a very innocent woman. We would sleep at night. She would just go and fetch water in the toilet and come and pour the water on us inside the prison while we were sleeping. We will all wake up. She was totally off and she was being jailed. Are these people really humans? We are like many are suffering. As I am talking to you now, know that your African brothers and sisters are being tortured, maltreated, abused, and end up being jailed in those prisons. In every prison in Arab world. Trust me. In every prison in Arab world. Because this Egypt don't call themselves as Africans. Africans are there suffering. This whatever is it, Turkey or Tunisia, whatever, another African country is an African country, but Arabs are there, is an Arab countries, but also African in Africa are also treating Africans, black people very bad, right? To tell you the truth, Africans are suffering in Arab world. Africans are really, really suffering. What can we do to solve all those problems? To show the globe that we are willing and ready, and we all know what is going on. This will make these Arab people to stop whatever they're doing and release all Africans from their prisons. Trust me, 90% of them are innocent. Maybe, as the guy was saying, they were illegally being there, but they are not animals. They are not evils and they are not criminals. Well, let me tell you why some traffickers who are in this Arabic country keeps on trafficking people, Africans, because they cannot feed themselves anymore in those Arab countries, and those Arab countries are very expensive, and they are illegal there and can't come back home. Before they come back home, they will put them in prison because their documents are being overstayed, I can say. But why, when the white man or the Arab man comes to Africa, even they get overstayed, they can easily leave? This is just, we have to ask ourselves these questions. When you are overstayed, you have been cut off, let them deport you to your country, very easy. But you have been overstayed, they get you and put you in prison, take you as you are criminal. Africans are not criminals. I will not accept that. In front of Arabs and other people, Africans are not criminals. They are more criminal than Africans. But Africans have been suffering there, and our own African people are ignoring them, from our leaders downwards. Just yesterday, I watched a video in is it Tunisia? Gambians calling for our president or the government to help them come back home, that they are suffering. Senegal have already taken some of their people. Guinea have already taken some of their people with their president receiving them, because they are killing them at this moment as I am talking to you now. It's really sad. It's really sad. Me going to these Arab countries, facing what I face, coming out to speak up. I don't expect any African to call me a name or to abuse me or to say that I am lying, because I am trying to help my people. I am not that foolish to leave everything that I am doing. I have my family, and we are 11 in number. I am the second born, and I am the only one that went to school. If I cannot help my people go and work, I will not sit here to be useless. I am doing this because I love Africa. I leave everything to be passionate in this work. It means that I love Africa. I want this to be stopped. I want Africa to stand for themselves. We are Africans, we are strong, and we can do it. But the mentality we are given is like, we are not strong, we cannot do it. That's totally lie. That's totally not true. We are strong and we can do it. They are afraid of us. They are afraid that if Africans stand as one, they can do something. And we will never be wicked to them. Trust me, I know the Africans. I know my people. We will never hate them. They will keep on hating us. We will keep on loving them, liking them, accepting them. But they think that we are stupid. We don't know anything because we accept to be stupid in front of them. It has to change, man. It has to change, really, definitely. What I see when I travel, it really makes me to believe that Africa have whatever it takes to develop this Africa. We have whatever it takes to develop Africa. Let's try and develop this continent. All the people in this social media have platforms, can help. Imagine me being on social media talking on human trafficking. Imagine on Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg happened to remove my video or put me in a restriction. Right now, my Facebook is on restriction. TikTok, when I type even human trafficking, I am being restricted or my account have been taken. For several times, I have been emailing TikTok to give me back my account because I didn't do anything wrong. Why can Africans create their own social media platforms? This is not racism. They are being racist to us. We are being kind to them, but we are being treated even on social media. These platforms have been abusing us and discriminating us. We can't put anything that we want to put, only what they want people to see. When they are showing bad image of about Africa, we showing good image, it will not go viral. The only thing that will go viral is African killing each other. You know, African putting bad stuffs, African being hungry. When you put it there, it will be viral. But you put the good image of Africa, it will never go viral. Their kids mentally believe that Africa is very poor. We are tired, we are dying, we are animals, we eat people. We eat each other. It is time, Africa. My advice is it is time to wake up, open our eyes, and try to be one, support each other and help each other. We can do it. I believe that. We can do it.
In Out of War, Sun Tzu said the best way to fight an enemy is to fight them without them knowing that they are at war. So a lot of us thinks that we are just okay, we're not at war. So this is why we are getting a lot of warfare going on, silent warfare, and we don't even know that we're at war. And I heard you said something to love them. Me, I don't love none of them Arab people, and I'm not afraid to say it. That's all I want to say. Thank you. But you can love you better than me. Thank you.
All right, hey, everyone. Hey, Fatu, thank you so much for joining. We'll definitely bring you back on sometime during the week so we could continue the conversation. I think this conversation is important. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, family. Dynasty Mirror, Search for Uhuru. Juanita, I'll put her YouTube link. I have put it in the chat room. Everyone, thank you so much. Till next time, Dynasty Mirror, Search for Uhuru. Peace.